Greetings, Hamster Kombat CEOs, and welcome back to Ovampa again today. Now, in today's video, I'm going to review to you so many mistakes that you have been making about Hamster Kombat key that can cost you all your struggles in Hamster Kombat so far. Yes, so many people have been making this mistake without knowing that Hamster Kombat can ban their account. Now, there have been several warnings about Hamster Kombat that you just have to play by the rules if you actually want to get the best out of this airdrop that will be listing soon. Now, let me break this down so that you will stop this now if you are among the people playing this. This is my thoughts anyways. Let's analyze why you should stop or to continue getting the keys without following the procedure that Hamster Kombat has set. Now, Hamster Kombat has already warned of bots that they will be disqualified. Now, there is a particular thing that so many people have been doing about this Hamster Kombat mining, and one of those things that relates to key, which I'm breaking down here, is about buying keys or getting free keys. Like everywhere now, many people have published some easy games where they just generate keys and they give you code, you paste it in your Hamster Kombat and you unlock the key. Additional key is added. Man, why don't you reason this? If you were Hamster Kombat with all of these struggles, are you going to allow that? Well, I think those guys that did this, they just took a step ahead of Hamster Kombat by actually creating something like this. But then, why I do not participate in any of those things is, how much exactly will I get by getting those extra keys from the wrong sources? How much is it exactly? Now, it's not about the money being little or much, but it's about, since it is a game, let's just play it and follow the rules of the game, right? And now, this is why I think you should stop buying keys or getting free codes to place in this Hamster Kombat space to redeem codes and get additional key. The reason is this: Hamster Kombat knows the number of keys that each person already has, and every key can be traced. Like the source of the key can actually be traced, the device from which it came from can be traced. And now the reason is this: the reason why Hamster Kombat added the playground section for you to get key is there. In my own thoughts, they are trying to raise more money, because when you play those games, all those ads are actually money that people pay to run it, to get. So they are actually trying to raise more money to add up to this airdrop, because they already added the keys as a criteria for receiving the airdrop. So this key also have a role to play in the quantity of airdrop that you will receive. So now they added this key, and now say if you play these games and you win, a code will be generated and you paste it in your Hamster Kombat redeem code option, and then additional key will be added. Now, because even if you play those 4 games for the whole of 24 hours without doing any other thing, you definitely still cannot get all the keys complete. That is 4, right? That is 16 keys, because the adverts is something else. Like, I think that's actually crazy, because I really can't make out time for such. And let me know in the comment section if you have actually played that game and gotten up to 5 keys since it was made available, like through the playground. So what I'm just trying to say in effect is, in my own thoughts, Hamster Kombat will be able to track the source of the code that you have imputed to redeem keys in the Hamster Kombat mini app. Yes, I'm not doubting the fact that these guys have actually outsmarted Hamster Kombat in this regard by generating codes that equally works in the Hamster Kombat mini app. But the question is, how long is it going to last? Will you actually survive imputing code from another source and getting paid by Hamster Kombat when they didn't receive the money from the advert they are supposed to receive before you get the code that you imputed? Think about it. I think if you have not already started this, I do not want any of my subscribers to partake in that. Even if you lose money for not partaking in it, how much are you going to lose? If Hamster Kombat can be able to track the devices that have multiple accounts in it and ban them. Why do you think you can just get key codes from anywhere and place there, and they pay you when they do not receive payments that they are supposed to pay you from? This is just a game. I think instead of going through all of that just to get that key, why don't you play the ones, get the particular key from the mini game, do the daily combo, do the daily cipher, do the tapping, do the tax and the rest of that, instead of cracking your brain to contradict the rules of Hamster Kombat. Why don't you rather play Hamster Kombat and other games? Yeah, that time you spend trying to look for a way to manipulate those rules, why don't you spend it mining other airdrops that actually pays as well? I have been talking about dogs, and only 1,600 of you joined through my referral link. I advise you right now, if you have not joined Dogs airdrop, Dogs will be listed before Hamster Kombat, but most of you are allowing the noise that came with Hamster Kombat to distract you from everything else. So I think it's time to not put all your eggs in one basket, okay? So mine Dogs, mine Hamster Kombat. If you want to know other airdrops too that will pay, that you should be mining, also comment below, and make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel. Yeah, now that the moment I said like and subscribe, now you want to skip the video, abi? But Hamster Kombat has been tolling you around like a kid since. Go and watch our video, you go and watch, subscribe, you subscribe to the channel that doesn't even concern them, you subscribe, do this one, you do. What if they do not pay you? So me that is now here telling you to do small, to click subscribe and to click like, now you want to run away, abi? Continue. I think you should play in line with the rules.